Hi there, it's Violet here again. Just taking you through the second part of painting quick tags. Just going to go on and outline these little sections here at the bottom. You'll notice that I use the pen and I do the angles that I'm comfortable with on each side before I go ahead and do the whole thing. I just find this much easier. If you're doing a certain angle, just do all the same angles that you need to do and then switch your page around and come back and do the others. You'll find it a lot easier. So as I'm turning the page here, well, in a minute I'll turn the page. Just having a quick look there. So I'm going up, down here and across to the next one and to the next one, and then I'll come back on the different angles just to keep my hand in the same sort of angle. It just makes it easier. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I hope you do. It's just easier for me to do it this way, save having to move my hand in a different position and the pen in a different position. I just go around the same edges and then come back and do the next lot of lines. I just find, much easier to do this. Right, I think that's it for those. Now we'll get on to the others at the top here. Yeah, just doing the same thing, going around the edge of the tag. My hand isn't always super steady, but I just find that if you take a deep breath, you'll find that your lines will be a lot straighter and your hand will remain steady. So yeah, as you put the pen down to the page, just take a bit of a breath in, do your stroke and then breathe out, and you'll see if it works. I think I might have mentioned this before, but when I was painting one day, I was doing an oil painting and my daughter said to me, "Mum, why do you keep holding your breath?" And I had no idea that I was doing that. It was just something instinctively that I did when I had a liner brush in my hand ready to paint a fine line. That's what I did. I held my breath. So I learned something that day and haven't really gone back from doing that, and that's how I can do a reasonably straight line in freehand. Just hold your breath as you put the line down and then breathe out as you're doing it, and you'll find that it works. Okay, just going around the edges of the actual leaves. I'm going to do each of the tags and do the leaves in each one, and then I'll come back and do the flowers. I might do the leaves in the Waratahs as well, just outline them. Doesn't matter if they're neat or not, or if you've gone a little bit off the line of the paint. It's your picture. You do it how you want to do it, but this is just really to place a little bit of emphasis on each of the leaves, and I'll come back and do the petals. I love the little touches of gold on the painting. I just think it just adds a beautiful emphasis to it. If it was all just green, it'd be a little bit boring. You can do different shades of green, obviously, but and I have done that with putting a little bit of extra water on some and little touches of the red on the brush as well. Just changes the colours, so they're not all the same. because you notice on flowers they're not all the same colour. Some are in the shades, some are lighter. Yeah, so I'll go on and do the rest of these leaves. Just outlining the petals now. It's pretty easy, just following the shape of the painted stroke. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'll be great. You just go around the lines as you see them, and again, it's not botanically correct. It's just, emphasising that there's a beautiful rose of some description on there. And I don't like perfect roses anyway. And I think, they're interesting if they're a little bit floppy and open and different on the inside. My husband, on the other hand, he likes the perfect rosebud look, whereas I'm the opposite. I like the old world roses that have the beautiful scent with them. Usually when I buy a rose bush, I buy a David Austin because they've got both. It's the old world charm of the appearance of the rose as well as the gorgeous scent for each one. So yeah, I'll just do all these and then get on to the Waratahs. So my hand's sort of in the way here, but you can just generally see what I'm doing. And when I do the actual bowl of the flower, I'm pretty much just putting the inside petals in how I think they would look. So coming from the back, they'd be heading towards the centre and vice versa. And from the sides, they'll be coming in from each side to the centre. So I usually draw them in with a little bit of a shape, emphasising that they're just, curving inwards towards the centre of the bowl of the flower. At the moment, just popping in these leaves. Yeah, sorry you can't see that. My hand's in the way. You'll notice that I have some little bumps on my hand and arm. It's just something that just came onto my right arm during my late teens, and I found out that it was something called neurofibromatosis. It's a genetic thing, but I'm the only one in my family that's ever had it. So, it started with me. Some gene actually morphed into something nasty, and what they are is they're little tumours, and nothing can be done for it. I usually hide them under long sleeves, and it's a bit of a bummer in summer because I'm wearing long sleeves all year. But so if you see any on my arm or my hand, that's what it's all about. Nothing can be done. If any are removed, more comes, so it's a bit of a pest, and I tend to keep it covered up. But every now and then, I'll wear a glove or, or something, just because, people, I think, just don't understand, and they think, oh my goodness, what's that? And I think I just got sick and tired of people pulling faces or making comments, and so I just tend to cover it up these days. And thankfully, it's just on my one arm. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty blessed really because I know that many, many people in the world suffer with this and have it all over them. But yeah, this is just something that you've got to live with. God gives you what you can handle, right? Okay, so just going around the actual petals. I don't know if they are actually petals, but they are a part of the flower, and some hang down, some stand upright around the bowl, and I'm not going to be doing any more shading than what I've already done. But if I was painting this in a realistic type of fashion, I would be certainly placing more emphasis on the shading around each of those petals. But yeah, these are going to be tags that are either going to be used on gifts, or I'll probably sell them on my website in the soapery. I've got 4 parts to my soapery. I've got the papery, I've got the printery, I've got the bookery, and I have a wedding thing on there as well for designing wedding stationery. So yeah, I like to be diverse, and I use the one website to put them all in. So yeah, I may sell them on there as a set. I don't know, just see how I feel. I might put some holes in some and leave some without them, and yeah, just in case somebody wants to put them in their journals, they can just be stuck down and used as pockets, or just be some kind of ephemera for journals or scrapbooks, because they're going to be a beautiful item when they're done. There's something a little bit different. You won't see them anywhere else, unless someone copies this, of course. So I'll just put a few little bits in here as I go around the edge. Where do I start? Yeah, just need to head some up towards the centre, some from the side. This is the tricky part for me, because normally I do this with a paintbrush and I don't just draw little bits here and there. I use the paintbrush to do the drawing. Oh, she's moving on. I'm moving on. I do that. Back to where we were. See how I'm not doing the whole part here. I'm just doing a little emphasising to show you that there's something going on there, that it's not just a flat flower. It's got some little parts to it on the inside. And you know the Waratah, it's the most beautiful Australian floral emblem of New South Wales. I don't live in New South Wales at the moment. I live in Adelaide in South Australia, which we have, oh my goodness, we have the most amazing sturt desert pea, which I've painted, and I sell quite a lot of my hand painted works in the form of stickers on my website, the papery. Yeah, just doing a little bit of dirty darring here, and I'll move forward on this video. You can see where I've done in some lines there just to show that there's some little petals on the inside. I'm going to cut these out in a minute, and I'm just going to use my little cutter that I've got here. You can just do it with scissors, but I'll just slice them down the middle and of each of where the washi tape was, and then I'll trim around each of them. Might put a few holes in some, and I might just leave others without them. We'll just see when I get there. But, yeah, just doing more lines here. This can get a little bit tedious, and there's a lot more work in the Waratah, obviously, than what there is in the rose, just by way of drawing. Just trying to emphasise that the petals are heading in towards the centre of the bowl of the flower. I'm just going to finish off some of these roses. I've gone around the outside of the petals. I'm just doing the inside now, and hopefully you've not fallen asleep while I've done this, that you've at least watched it. And, if you're interested, obviously you probably would have. But it's not a difficult thing to do. Really, it's just being brave enough to put strokes in to make the petals in the first place, and then use the pen to outline them and pop them out and make them look like a nice little flower. So we're nearly done here. Just got one more to go, I think. Then I'll cut them out and just show you what I do in the next one. I'm just going to show you some that I've made earlier, and just putting the thread in them with these nails is a little bit of a trick. I kept laughing as I was going, that oh my goodness, this is crazy. These nails, they might look good, but they're not very functional. When you're trying to do fine work, it can be hilarious to watch. I have to sometimes get husband to pick things up for me because I can't grab them with my nails. Anyway, the things we do. I think long nails, or fake nails anyway, which is what I have on. I do them myself, as I said earlier in the other video, but they can be made me stop and think, because my husband said to me, oh, I don't think women who work or use their hands a lot are meant to have this kind of nail on, because they're really useless. And it's true. Even when I'm typing on my keyboard, it can be quite interesting, let's put it that way. It takes me a lot longer because my nails clip over onto the next letter, and I'm a very fast typist, but when I've got these nails in place, they're a bit of a pain because I'm not as fast on the keyboard as I usually am, and make a lot of mistakes because the nails clip the next key. But anyway, getting back to the painting, nearly done with this one. Don't overthink it. Just go around the outline of the strokes and just see how you go. Have a little look back, squint your eyes so that you can see it really well. If you're happy with it, just leave it alone. Don't overdo it. It's just meant to be simple. Right, just signing off on it now. Putting my little VG in the corner. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm probably not going to talk during the next one, but you can see what I mean about the nails anyway, and you'll have a good laugh to yourself as I'm cutting up, or not cutting up. I'll cut them up and then I'll just show you as I'm threading this funky thread through them. But I think I'll just stop there and just show you the rest. But I really appreciate you watching and love to hear your comments, or if you've been interested in this, or if you'd like me to show you how to do anything else that you might be interested in, just leave me a message and or a comment, and I'll try and do it. Okay, well, have a lovely day, great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.